How are we doing, guys? Moose here, Season 3, Episode 15 of our West Ham United career mode, and we are into January. We're into the transfer window, so we are going to start making some dealings. We've already made a couple offers, but we will wait and see what happens there. We have to find out after this match with Everton, which we'll start the episode off with. Here in the Premier League, we'll take a look at the league table to start off. You can see we are in 6th, just 2 points behind Liverpool. 6 points behind Manchester United for a Champions League spot. So that's what we're going to be gunning for as we move forward here. But Everton get off to a bright start here. Naismith crosses the ball in for Barkley, who just gets a little toe poke on it before Butland's able to come out and claim it. And they take that early 1-0 lead. But a nice little giveaway here. The ball falls to Jimberry, turns inside to Aubameyang, comes in, has a shot, and a nice stop by Ruddy, their keeper. So now Everton trying to get something going here. 22nd man here. Benzia turns inside a couple of defenders. Comes in, makes a nice little move around Heitinga. Has a shot that's stopped. Aubameyang comes in for the header, but it is knocked in for an own goal from Jagielka. A wonderful break for us as Benzia had the shot and Jagielka just popped it back into his own goal. So now Benzia with another opportunity here, but it's deflected well wide of the goal, which will lead to a corner. Matt Jarvis here to swing in, loops into the goal, near post. Aubameyang gets a head on and knocks it to the far post, the back post, side netting with a beautiful header. The ball's curled in from Jarvis right to the head of Aubameyang, and bang, 2-1 to West Ham. A beautiful goal there for him as we head into halftime. So now 75th minute, the ball's played into Aubameyang. Eventually Benzia is able to nod it to Diame, who just has a falling, turning little shot. Can't score there, but that will be it. That's really all the chances there were, and it was a 2-1 victory for West Ham United to take the 3 points. And take a look at the match facts. Normally you'll see games we'll have upwards of even 20 shots or so, and this game we had 3 shots, they had 4, so ridiculous to see there. The slow pace that we have, but we were able to pull out the 3 points, so that's great to see. And Descalio here suffered a sprained ankle, will be out for 3 weeks yet again, so that's an awful break to see. He will be out, but we get some fantastic news that Bruno Martins Indy may be coming to West Ham if we can sign him on. The transfer fee was agreed, and so now all we have to do is get an agreement with the player, so that's fantastic to see. Hopefully he'll come through with that, and we will have a new addition to our squad. We get an offer here, or we get an offer, excuse me, for Bassam Ali, who's expressed that he wants more playing time, so we'll let him go out to Middlesbrough. That's fine. He can get maybe some first team football for them, and that's fine. We won't have to worry about him. We really don't need him. He's excess for us, so that's fine. But we get in here now. PSV, I think we counted 30 million odd, something like that, for Jarvis, and they didn't go with that. But Ali now will be leaving. We saw that deal went through, and we get some offers here. Chelsea come in for 17.5 for Lacazette. We're not going to do that. And then Middlesbrough come in for 1.7 million for Sebastian Leggett, the young Cam central attacking midfielder that really just doesn't fit into our plan. So we'll try to counter just for 2 million to get something from them. And as you can see, we get back from Fiorentina that they did not accept our offer for Camporisi, but that's fine because we have Martins Indy coming in, so we don't need Camporisi anymore. And now you see Leggett is on his way out. Trotman now on his way out to Aldershot on a loan as well to get him some playing time. And then we get an audacious offer from Sporting over in Portugal for Jarvis of 16.5 million, and we give him a counter of 28.5 million, which I'll be pretty surprised if they come in for. That's a lot of money for a player that's 28 years old, but we'll see what their feeling is there, and if they do go for it, that's fine. We'll take that money and turn it into something productive for ourselves. But as you can see, Bruno Martins Indy will be an addition to West Ham United, accepts the contract. The young 22-year-old center back, 76 overall, comes in for a 7.5 million fee and 35,000 a week in wages. So that's fantastic to bring him in to the club here. So now we're going to get into a match with Burnley coming up here, which is it's going to be in the FA Cup. As you know, last season we won the FA Cup. So we are the current FA Cup holders. We're playing at Burnley here, but it's they're not a Premier League side, so I thought, we'll put up most of our second teamers, but they still have that ability and that quality. Plenty of them have played a lot of Premier League games for us throughout the series. So we hope that they will do the job for us and get us a victory here in the FA Cup, the early stages. But not many chances early on here. The ball falls to Redmond off a corner, turns it as a shot, and just puts it wrong side of the post there. So now into extra time here in the first half. Burnley making a move here. The ball falls to Austin, but Butland with a nice save, and we're able to clear it away, sending us into halftime 0-0. And honestly, Burnley were probably the better team here in the first half, and really that's just a terrible giveaway there, but a great stop from Butland to keep us level. And to be honest, Burnley were the better team for much of this game here. You'll notice as we get farther on in the highlights that we start piling on the pressure, and really will end up with more opportunities. But to be honest, they played really well. They closed out well. That's really our best chance there. I don't know how it didn't go in. Kept out twice on attempts from Del Grosso, and then Benzia's shot goes wide. So an unbelievable play from the keeper to clear it off the line. And Vokas here comes in, and just look at this. How is it a penalty? Reed comes in and makes a beautiful tackle that they somehow give a penalty away on. Austin steps up, and penalties again just seem to be killing us here. He slots it away, top just under the bar. Butland goes the wrong way. And Burnley are on the front foot 1-0 here. 75th minute. Benzia with a free kick to try and equalize it, and just puts it over the bar. And now we're just trying to get some pressure here. Robert Hall cutting across the middle, has a shot, but the Burnley keeper parries it away from the goal. And we just keep on it here. Benzia trying to curl the ball inside, falls to Del Grosso, gets a head on, and it just goes wrong side of the post. And now the 90th minute, we're throwing everyone forward, trying to get everything we can here. Sissoko on the edge of the box, trying to make a move. A nice little skill to get around the defender. Comes in, has a shot, and it's deflected over the goal. So we're going to get a corner, trying to just make something happen. Benzia to whip it in. Comes towards the goal, a header, and the save again by the Burnley keeper. He's having the game of his life, and that is going to do it. West Ham United knocked out of the FA Cup due to a spectacular performance from the Burnley keeper and just some poor finishing and performance. Otherwise, look at that, 57% possession, twice as many shots. We should have taken the victory, but it's disappointing to exit here, and now we really have to turn our focus to the Premier League to make sure we get Europa League opportunities next year. And Sporting come back with 22 million as a counteroffer, which is pretty high. I'm pretty excited with that, but 26.5 will be our counteroffer, which is over twice his valuation. So we shall see how that goes. I just put this in here, thought you guys would think it would be interesting. Man City have sold Balotelli to Real Madrid, so that's fantastic for us because he's really been a thorn in our side, so that's great just to get him out of the Premier League so we don't have to worry about him here. But now, with Jarvis potentially on the chopping block, I got an idea here. It's a player that, with the original rosters, he is unbelievable. Look at him, 80 overall, just age 23, valued at 15 million. Boniperti. To be honest, Gimbert hasn't impressed me. He was fantastic in camp, don't get me wrong. He has 6 goals, something like 8-9 assists. But he's still a young player, and I think if we're going to try and push for the Champions League and in this Europa League campaign, we really need someone to link up. We can't just have Aubameyang and Lacazette counted on for all the goals. I think they have somewhere around 40 goals together between them at this point, maybe even more than that. But we need a third player that can score goals, and he has unbelievable finishing as someone who can play as a striker as well as a cam. And look at that goal from Aubameyang, by the way. An unbelievable volley. But, Jarvis here trying to show that he wants to stay in the team. I think he only has something around 9 assists at this point, which is much lower than his total from last year. And he's just got unbelievable pace. Gimbert actually scoring a goal here to shut me up as well in the 16th minute. This is the Capital One Cup, first leg of the semifinals, which are 2 legs here. We have Swansea safe, so we're just trying to pull out a win here. And look at that goal from Lacazette. Great play, a ball over the top to Aubameyang, played into Lacazette, and he just gets the toe poke on to get it past the keeper. It's an absolute beauty. But we want to get that nice triangle ability at the front where we have 3 guys who can really score and not have to rely on those first 2, because if they get shut down by some top defenders, we don't want to really be shut out of goal. So I think Gimbert could even play on the wing potentially because he still has the ability going forward, and we could potentially play him in a left midfield role, a right midfield, something of that nature to get him in the team if we bring Boniperti in. But we'll see what we do there. Obviously, you don't necessarily want to get rid of Jarvis with the ability he has, the pace, and just his crossing is 91 or something unbelievable. So you don't necessarily want to take a player like that out of your team, but if we can get someone that's younger and has that technical ability, and this Bonaperti has 96 pace or something ridiculous as well, so he would fit right into the team, be a great attacker. We could even play him out in Jarvis's spot. I don't think his crossing is nearly of the quality. It's in the 70s, maybe the 60s, but he has that speed, the finishing, the passing. He's just an unbelievable player. So if we could get him in the team, it'd be something that I would potentially really want to do, because he's one of those players that you've had your eye on for a long time, you've been linked with, and you want to make something happen with him. So we'll see. But Jarvis here with a beautiful cross to the back post to Aubameyang, and look at the close control. Unbelievably, just dances around the keeper. The defender gets danced, and an 88th minute goal for a 6-0 drubbing of Swansea City. An unbelievable performance for the team here. We didn't really outplay them necessarily, but we've just finished all of our opportunities, and that's going to give us great confidence going into this second leg. But as you can see, Sporting have actually matched their offer for Jarvis at 26.5 million. So that's an unbelievable sum of money. So even if Jarvis goes out to Sporting here, we'll have the money to try and bring in Bonaperti in a separate transfer as opposed to the one that I offered myself. We also get an offer here from Portugal, and I let the U.S. job go, and Portugal will be an interesting job for the Euros, so we'll see what that goes. What you think I should do in terms of that job, let me know in the comments below. And Bonaperti could be coming here as well if we just add a little bit more money, so we'll see what happens in the next episode, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this one. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.